Everybody, and welcome back to the sixth episode of Battle Arena. I'm Freddy1257, and today we're going to be putting Shrek from the Shrek franchise and Sully from the Monsters Inc. franchise into a fight. So now, without further ado, let's introduce Battle Arena's sixth round of fighters. Shrek the Ogre is 108 years old, but that's just in ogre years. In human years, he's actually 38 years old. He's over 7 feet tall and weighs over 600 pounds. Shrek has lived with his parents until his 7th birthday. Although his parents didn't want him to go, they had to follow the ogre rules, and they also said that nobody would love him. But, of course, in these Shrek movies, that's not always the case. An ogre can lift up to 20 times their own weight, which means that the heavier an ogre gets, the stronger it gets. Shrek is over 600 pounds, which means that he can lift up to 12,000 pounds or 6 tons. That's actually pretty strong. And we have seen him show his feats of strength in the movies. For example, with Shrek's ogre strength, he can smash through wood and metal, lift heavy objects, and has an incredibly loud roar. He also has various fighting and wrestling skills, and he has shown his fighting and wrestling skills in the movies. From the first movie, or actually more accurately from the second movie, Shrek has incredible agility, and he was able to defeat multiple armed guards with his bare hands. In the first movie, he was able to defeat Dulocs and top 15 knights, and took them all down without even breaking a sweat. And all of these knights were heavily armored with iron. He was able to defeat all of them just with his bare hands and with the help of Donkey. That's actually really impressive. Shrek is a master of scaring people. He's developed a natural rivalry with humans. Shrek's roar is loud and powerful enough to scare anyone. However, his roar doesn't always work with other creatures or monsters. And I don't know if this would actually work with Sully. Shrek has incredibly brave, or Shrek is incredibly brave. He's one of the bravest beings in Duloc. He wasn't afraid to rescuing Fiona from the fire-breathing dragon, and he was also brave enough to live on his own at the age of 6. Now, have you ever heard anyone living at the age of 7 living on their own? When when it comes to Shrek's durability, he is a bit polar. In one way, Shrek is incredibly durable. In the other way, he's not, and he is very durable to brute force attacks. For example, Shrek was tough enough to survive a full-blown kick in the nuts from Donkey from the second movie. Donkey is strong enough to knock out armor or men in armor. So for Shrek to survive a kick in the nuts is very durable. Shrek can easily be harmed to sharp objects. Simple things such as wooden arrows can pierce through Shrek's soft body. Shrek also has a low self-esteem, and this can sometimes hold Shrek back from doing his best, just like how he does in the second Shrek movie. But overall, Shrek can easily pass through his low self-esteem and a soft body with just his good fighting skills. But enough of that smelly ogre. Let's head over to Sully. James P. Sullivan is one of the top scarers for Monsters Inc. who works for his boss at Monsters Incorporated. He's over 28 years old, is over 8 feet tall, and weighs over 985 pounds. And we know this based off of the internet. It's actually no surprise, considering that we get everything off the internet. Sully is a large, hairy blue monster with purple spots and periwinkle eyes. He has curved horns, white claws, and sharp fangs, and has spikes running down his back. Sully's design was actually based off of a child's nightmare. Sully is a top scarer on Monsters Incorporated. Sully is a professional when it comes to scaring humans. Sully's roar has broken many records on the scaring scale and has put him on the top of the charts. Sully is known to be very strong. He can rip through steel pipes and bash through thick wood. According to Sully's scare card, he can bench press up to 5 tons or 10,000 pounds. And as he says in Monsters University, he doesn't really work out. He says that he's just naturally strong. And just like in this clip, he was able to break a pipe and able to bend it to keep it from his boss away from Boo. Sully can also do double jumps to heights over 30 feet high. He is extremely acrobatic as he can perform lots of flips. He has been training for Monsters Incorporated's top scarers, but he's always been training to scare. When it comes to fighting, Sully is not really the fighting type. He prefers peace, but he's not afraid to fight, and he usually uses powerful spinning combos. He doesn't really like to fight, he just likes to solve things peacefully. But he's not really afraid to fight for anybody from anybody like himself or other people that he cares about. Scream canisters are used to store up scream energy from human kids. Sully has learned that he's able to use the scream canisters in combat. He can use the gas to temporarily knock out his foes. However, this actually only lasts for a short period of time. Wonder how this would work with Shrek, being one of the strongest, durable, and most acrobatic. Sully is a very durable monster. He can survive falling blows from Arctic avalanches. He can also survive many shocks from stinging glow urchins. The stinging glow urchin is full of extremely toxic specimens, but Sully was able to handle all of these without even just like screaming in pain. But overall, Sully is a nice guy who doesn't really like fighting, but isn't really afraid to fight for his life. And now, let's get ready for the fight. This battle will be taking place in Shrek's swamp, and remember, there will be no prep time with these two. So now, without further ado, and no further interruptions to this fight, let the battle begin.
Stubborn jackass, back off! Over the line! Back off! What are you doing? Oh! This is my swamp! Oh, oh! Fine! I'm through with you! You're entering a world of pain. A world of pain. Stabbing me in the back! Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the role? Well, yeah. Over the line! Back off! What are you doing? Oh! This is my swamp! Oh, oh! Fine! I'm through with you! Stubborn jackass! Back off! Oh! Oh, oh! Fine! I'm through with you! Oh! This is my swamp!
Not in his swamp. Shrek finished Sully with a powerful uppercut attack. The main reason why Shrek won this fight is because he's naturally the more skilled fighter. If this fight had prep time, Sully would have easily used his sharp claws in combat. However, Sully didn't really want to fight Sully Sully didn't want to fight Shrek, considering that he always wants to solve things peacefully. But if you want to see a rematch, then go to the comments and below and use the word rematch. And if this video gets 250 rematch comments, then the rematch will begin. If you do want to see if you want to see a rematch with Shrek and Donkey and Sully and Mike, just comment rematch, and hopefully this video will. And also comment down below some other ideas for a battle arena. And stay tuned because the next fighters are going to be revealed. On the next round of Battle Arena, we are going to be putting Mama Tattletale from the Tattletale series and Bendy from the Bendy and the Ink Machine franchise into a fight. If you want to see this happen, then hopefully this video gets 5 likes. And if this video gets 5 likes, this battle will happen. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Battle Arena.